Today, we're digging into something called the Rapid List Building System, or RLS. It's a framework that apparently aims to fix, well, a major headache for affiliate marketers today.
Yeah, it's a frustration I hear about all the time. You're sort of stuck, aren't you? Either you're frantically trying to keep up with every new AI trick or, the latest TikTok trend.
Which disappear in like a week.
Exactly. Or the alternative is you pour a ton of cash into paid ads and just cross your fingers hoping you don't run out of money before seeing any profit.
Right. That volatility is brutal. Trends die, ad platforms change the rules, budgets, well, they always seem to run out eventually. So yeah, we're examining Ben Fletcher's RLS three-step profit loop. He claims it's predictable, reliable, and scalable.
Which sounds pretty good compared to the chaos.
Definitely. So our mission today is to really unpack the core idea, the philosophy behind it, and then the actual mechanics. The system promises this sort of autopilot way to get subscribers and sales coming in daily.
And the core promise is interesting because it sets up a different objective right from the start. It's not really about making that one quick sale.
No. What's the focus then?
It's about building an actual asset, an email list, something tangible that keeps earning you commissions for weeks, months, maybe even years. It sort of insulates you from having to constantly churn out content.
Okay, that idea of genuine scale, that's compelling. We definitely need to look closer at this.
Yeah, let's get into it. The source kicks off with a really fundamental mindset shift. It uses these two hypothetical affiliates, Jake and Eli, to make the point.
Yes, Jake and Eli. This comparison really highlights the difference between like a short-term play versus building a real business.
Precisely. Fletcher makes this distinction between being product-focused and customer-focused. Let's start with Jake. He's the typical product-focused guy.
Okay, so Jake is the copycat type, always hunting for the next big thing or the secret loophole.
That's the picture painted, yeah. He sees a hot product, something everyone's talking about. His whole strategy is just push that one offer immediately.
How does he do that?
Simple, really.
Yeah.
Buys pay-per-click ads, targets the product name specifically, and sends people straight from the ad directly to the sales page. No stops in between.
Okay. Seems direct. What's the downside?
Well, the source points out the fatal flaw. It's basically a bidding war. Maybe Jake makes a few sales on day one, but then what?
Someone bigger comes along?
Exactly. A bigger affiliate, more budget, they just outbid him. Suddenly his traffic dries up overnight. Poof. And Jake, he's right back where he started, hunting for the next product. He spent money, sure, but he didn't build anything lasting.
Okay, so that's Jake. Now what about Eli? How's his approach different?
Eli thinks like an asset builder. He understands the connection with the customer. That's the valuable thing nobody can just take away.
So not just focused on the immediate sale.
Right. His priority is capturing the email address first. He puts up a simple landing page, maybe offers a little freebie, like a short PDF guide related to the niche the product is in.
Okay, so he's spending the same ad money as Jake.
Potentially, yeah. But instead of sending traffic straight to the sales page, he sends it to his landing page to collect that email lead. That's the pivot. That changes everything.
But wait, doesn't that mean Eli misses out on some immediate sales? He's added an extra step, right? How does that make sense financially right away?
That's the key question. He justifies it by thinking about lifetime value, or LTV. So maybe Eli only makes one sale right at the beginning, possibly fewer than Jake initially.
Okay.
But because he has the email address, the lead, he can follow up day 3, day 5, day 7.
Yeah.
He can send multiple relevant offers over time to that same person.
So while Jake's desperately refreshing his ad campaigns,
Eli's potentially making dozens of sales from that single lead he already acquired. He doesn't have to spend more money to reach them again. The list itself becomes the asset. It survives even if that first product he promoted fades away.
That economic shift is huge then. You're basically trading maybe slightly lower volatile upfront returns
for predictable, compounding long-term growth. Building the asset.
Okay, connecting the dots here. It's a stark contrast. Jake is fighting for expensive one-off clicks. Eli is building an audience, building trust, which allows for repeated, almost free promotions later on.
Exactly. That list is like his economic insurance policy against the market going up and down.
That makes sense. And the source really drives this home with an analogy, something about food trucks.
Yeah, the food truck war analogy. It paints a picture of affiliate marketing as this crowded space.
Yeah.
High traffic, lots of demand, sure, but often super competitive.
And it mentions the 80-20 rule, but says it's even more extreme in affiliate marketing.
Right. The source claims that in the big niches, health, wealth, relationships, it's often more like 955. 95% of the money goes to just 5% of the affiliate.
Wow, 955, that's dark. So the source is saying if you don't build that list asset, you're basically fighting for the leftover scraps?
Pretty much. You're up against people with way deeper pockets. So what do that top 5% have? According to Fletcher, it's not just luck. It's, quote, their own loyal customers who keep coming back.
It's that clientele thing again, like having regulars versus trying to flag down new people every single day.
Yeah.
And this philosophy points right back to the RLS three-step profit loop. What are those steps again?
The loop is designed as this repeatable process. Step 1, attract high-quality buyers. Step 2, turn those buyers into repeat buyers.
Okay.
And Step 3, keep them buying from you for weeks, months, even years. It's all about that longevity.
And it's probably worth mentioning Ben Fletcher's background here quickly. He wasn't always doing this work.
No, the story is he started as a car mechanic. Apparently failed a lot with online stuff, the usual shortcuts, until he really doubled down on list building, but doing it, as he says, the right way.
So that struggle perhaps informs the system's design trying to escape that daily grind and the risk of platforms pulling the rug out from under you.
Seems likely. Yeah. Which brings us nicely from the why to the how. Let's talk mechanics. The RLS system claims to cut through the theory with a very action-oriented mantra. Watch, copy, deploy.
Okay, watch, copy, deploy. Sounds direct. What does that mean in practice?
It feels like it's designed to combat that classic analysis paralysis affiliates get stuck in. It's very execution focused.
Right, so watch is what, like video tutorial?
Yeah, screen shared step-by-step instructions showing every click, every setting change in real time. Follow along.
And copy. This sounds like where the main value proposition is.
Seems like it. Taking the exact assets that are supposedly proven. Landing pages, email sequences, even the recommended traffic source. Things that apparently already work.
So the idea behind copy isn't about being creative yourself. It's about just replicating what's given.
That's the implication. You're essentially trusting that Fletcher, the creator, has done all the hard yards, the testing, the tweaking, the optimizing already.
Okay, so if Eli's customer-focused mindset is the engine, these RLS concepts are like the specific tools you bolt on to make it run efficiently.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of these specific tactical nuggets the RLS claims to offer. They have some intriguing names. First up, opt-in surge.
Opt-in surge. Sounds dramatic. What's the claim?
It's pitched as a 3-minute tweak that can instantly boost your opt-in rate, maybe even double your results overnight.
Okay, but practically speaking, what kind of tweak could do that?
Well, usually that points towards ruthless optimization of the landing page itself, removing friction, like getting rid of unnecessary form fields, making the call to action super clear, ensuring the page loads lightning fast, basically making it dead simple to sign up.
Makes sense. Less friction, more signups. Next, inbox anticipation. This sounds interesting. Getting people to want to open your emails.
Yeah, instead of just hitting delete, this suggests it goes beyond just writing decent emails. It's probably about using, storytelling, creating curiosity, maybe segmenting your list so the emails are highly relevant.
So you're training your list that opening your emails is actually worthwhile.
Exactly. Providing consistent value, not just constant sales pitches. Building that trust so they actually look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, then there's the traffic piece. The traffic shortcut. It mentions an extremely inexpensive yet highly responsive private traffic source. That phrase, private traffic source, always makes me pause.
Me too. In the affiliate world, private often points towards things like solo ads, maybe curated deals with specific publishers, or perhaps less saturated native ad networks.
So the key isn't just that it's inexpensive.
No, the real key is highly responsive. Cheap traffic is useless if it doesn't convert. So the RLS system must include a solid way to vet these sources to make sure you're not just buying junk clicks or bots. That vetting process, that's the actual shortcut.
Got it. Quality over just cheapness. Then follow-up flip. Described as a micro shift, turning new subscribers into repeat buyers quickly, like in under a week.
A micro shift. That likely refers to how you handle the very first follow-up emails. Instead of hitting them with another big sales pitch right away,
You do what?
maybe you offer immense value up front, like another helpful piece of content. Or perhaps you offer a small, related, super low-cost item, sometimes called a tripwire offer.
The goal being to get that first small transaction.
Exactly. Get them to make that first purchase, even a tiny one. It psychologically shifts them from just a lead into a buyer, making them way more likely to buy bigger things later.
Interesting. Okay, next, list profit trigger. This tackles the problem of email lists becoming ghost towns where nobody opens anything.
Right. And the solution here is often kind of counterintuitive. It usually involves list hygiene.
Meaning, cleaning the list.
Yeah, aggressively.
Yeah.
Most people are terrified of deleting subscribers, even ones who never open emails. But a ghost town list kills your deliverability overall.
So the RLS likely teaches you to run a re-engagement campaign.
Try to win back the inactive ones, and then be ruthless about removing those who still don't respond. It sounds harsh, but it makes the remaining list much more responsive and profitable because your emails actually get seen by the people who do want them.
Improves your sender reputation too, presumably. Okay, keeping it simple, there's the one-page converter, a single page set up to turn cold leads into customers.
This fits the simplicity theme. Instead of complex multi-step funnels, especially for cold traffic, this probably means a very focused squeeze page leading directly to a clear, specific, easy to say yes to initial offer. Minimizes confusion.
Right, don't overwhelm the new lead. And finally, the 24/7 sales system, engineering sales while you sleep.
This has to be the automation piece. Setting up those email sequences that run automatically, tracking clicks and opens, triggering different offers based on subscriber actions. That's the machinery that makes the list asset work around the clock.
Okay, so stepping back, looking at all these pieces, what's the big picture takeaway for someone listening? The RLS model seems laser focused on cutting out the noise.
Absolutely. It seems designed specifically to help you skip the stuff that burns most affiliates out.
Like what?
Like feeling you have to post on 5 different social media platforms every single day, or spending weeks trying to build some super complicated sales funnel, or writing endless blog posts hoping for free traffic trickle.
Or constantly jumping on the newest shiny objects tactic that stops working next month.
Exactly. It aims to bypass all that by giving you a proven path and the assets to follow it.
And that focus on pre-built stuff, the copy part, is key to its appeal, isn't it? The source really stresses that it's meant to work even if you're starting from zero, like no email list, no product, no experience.
Right. It's positioned as a solution for the tech overwhelm and confusing jargon too, but basically saying, here, just use these templates.
But we absolutely have to mention the disclaimer, the caveat that's included.
Oh, for sure. The source is very clear. This is not a get-rich-quick program, and there are no guarantees of income. That's crucial.
Yeah, it says success depends on your actions, your application. The system might give you a map and maybe even a vehicle.
But you still have to do the driving. You have to put in the work and stick with it.
Absolutely. So the final thought, the main takeaway from this deep dive, it really boils down to that fundamental choice again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jake versus Eli.
Yeah. Are you chasing volatile one-off transactions tied to specific products? Or are you investing your time and maybe money into building that long-term asset, the list, which can generate sales repeatedly?
The source wraps up with a pretty famous quote to nudge people towards action.
Ah, the Wayne Gretzky one. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's the one. It frames taking action on something like this RLS system as, well, worth considering over just staying stuck.
And maybe the provocative thought to leave you, the listener, with is this. Reflecting on everything we've discussed about the list being the core scalable asset, what's the real cost, the opportunity cost, of every day you spend focusing only on promoting a single product, instead of systematically building that relationship asset that could pay off for years?